You're listening to Historical Perspectives with Mr. Malt. Learn about life by looking at our history. Teachers, for more information about historical perspectives, search Mr. Malt's Marketplace on Teachers Pay Teachers or at mrmaltmarketplace.com. Happy learning!
Earthquakes. Earthquakes are powerful shakes in the earth. Sometimes the ground moves so much that buildings shake, bridges sway, and trees tremble. But why do earthquakes happen? It all starts deep inside the earth. The earth's outer layer is called the crust. It is made up of big pieces of rock called tectonic plates. These plates slowly move, but we can't see it happen because it's so slow. Where two plates meet is called a fault line. Fault lines are like cracks in the earth. Sometimes the plates slide past each other, bump into each other, or even pull apart. When this happens, they don't always move smoothly. They get stuck. But the plates keep trying to move, and this builds up pressure. When the pressure gets too big, the plates suddenly shift. This creates an earthquake. The place where the plates move is called the focus of the earthquake. The point right above it on the Earth's surface is the epicenter. The closer you are to the epicenter, the more shaking you will feel. Fault lines are important because they show where earthquakes are more likely to happen. One famous fault line is the San Andreas Fault in California. Since it's a place where plates meet, earthquakes often happen there. How do we know an earthquake is happening? The shaking can usually be felt in the ground. Scientists use special tools called seismometers to measure earthquakes. They record how strong and long the shaking is. Strong earthquakes can cause a lot of damage, but smaller ones often don't cause much harm. Earthquakes can create cracks in the ground, cause landslides, and even start tsunamis. A tsunami is a giant wave caused by an earthquake under the ocean. This is why it's important to learn about earthquakes and prepare for them. When an earthquake happens, it's important to stay safe. If you are indoors, get under something sturdy like a table and hold on. If you are outside, move away from buildings and trees. Even though earthquakes can be scary, they help scientists learn more about how the earth works. By studying them, we can find ways to build safer buildings and warn people when an earthquake might happen. Fault lines and earthquakes remind us of how powerful nature can be. They teach us to respect and understand the earth.
Thanks for listening to this Historical Perspective. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe. Also, search for Historical Perspectives on Teachers Pay Teachers to learn more about other topics, such as the Golden Gate Bridge, Henry Ford, schools in the early 1900s, and so much more. Happy learning!